Hello, everybody. Welcome to Soul Cards. And if any part of this reading resonate, don't forget to like, subscribe, and let's see what we have. Ooh, we got the social media keeping tabs card. And before starting the reading, I shuffled the deck, and this card kept coming back and back out. So it's a lot of watching over you energy, but you have a lot of people really watching over your energy right now. Because I feel like a lot of important people could be watching your energy too, depending on your situation. But it's because people are seeing some sort of elevation in you. This is also your person really watching over your elevation as well, and really seeing what you're about, because we got this keeping tabs. They're really focused only on you and on what you guys could have, because we got this family and intimacy and bonding in the bottom of the deck, and it's because of the things that they're seeing spiritually about you that is starting to develop feelings and starting to develop really what you guys have spiritually in this physical realm. And they're really picturing everything with you, because we got this family and security. Family is really coming on the forefront here. They could be visualizing you in the holidays with family, or trying to see you during the holidays time, because we got this intimacy and bonding. But it's for them right now is a very like dreamy state that they are right now, or they're thinking a lot about you. It's a lot in their head, which they cannot be speaking out loud, but it's an energy where they're really hyper focused. Look, we got the silence, no contact coming with that. And that's like the quiet. They're quiet right now over this situation and what's really unfolding within them, because a lot of things are unfolding, and it's this journey that's being unfolded. And what you guys are gonna have here in the future with one another, it's like they fully surrender. And whenever they come in, it's like they're coming in with positive communication, and they feel like they have nothing to lose, because what will be the worst case scenario? Like, the worst case scenario is that you will ignore them. And I mean, I feel like your person is a person that doesn't like to be ignored, or nobody likes to be ignored. You could be in an energy where you don't want to be ignored, and you feel like this person has ignored you in the past. So it's a mirroring energy, because they know they've kind of done the same thing to you in the past. But it's like they're coming in with positive communication and really trusting their instinct on this one, and trusting their guides. And it's to tell you the truth of what's been on their mind and their emotion, and what's been holding them back. But they're really in a dream state and imagining what a moment with you would feel like. And it feels like anytime they go deeper into it, it makes them feel like they're gonna be the happiest whenever it comes to you. And they're really just going super deep in their emotions on this one, because it's like a little getaway of how things can come in together. So they're having a lot of thoughts of how things are going to come together. They're feeling like you're the one who's going to communicate, because you're being shown. But I feel like they're being more guided to communicate themselves, because you've kind of done more of the work when it comes to your person and done everything you could. So now it's like they're being guided to feel like you're like they're the ones who are going to communicate on this one. And for them is really important, because a lot of people could have pertained to be spiritual around them but they're having a different side of spirituality, which makes them feel happy, and it's really your energy that's coming in with this one. We got the in between the lines hidden energy. And they're feeling like things were really, really hidden when it came to you because of everything that they're starting to feel. And it's like it's really leaving them in a place where they're like, how do I even have all these emotions towards them? And it's because their higher selves is really starting to kick in them and clear out energy that keeps you both stagnant. And they are also incorporating your goals, values, and ideas into what's being shown here. And that they're really gaining spiritual happiness anytime they think about you. So they really feel like they need to come in and do something. We got the secret admirer coming out here in the back. Intuitively, they feel like they've been practicing and aligning more with their higher selves, with setting the intention, also praying and doing practices, spiritual practices. And in these intentions, they're trusting their intuitions. There's factors that is aligning you both, and it's like it's because they're tuning in the frequency where you and them are in perfect alignment as twin flames, because the twin flames have the same core frequency. And it's helping them really be in tune in the essence of what you are. And I feel like what's also been helping them is listening to music here. I feel like listening to music is helping them stay connected and figure out things that they need to kind of incorporate in their daily routine, which is kind of giving them clarity, because they're really separating themselves from the massives and trusting their intuition and their heart when it comes to you. And I feel like whenever now you guys are so in tune with one another, that if they do something that bothers you, it's being cleared out right away. And it's because I feel like you're in an energy where you have lost enough character in such things when it comes to your person, because this is a journey that's important for you, where you feel like it's eternal, or you feel like it's destiny, and you want things to play out right when it comes to this person, because it's someone that you're going to be on the long term. So, and the reality is that all these realizations that you've been doing all along has made your person feel very, very uncomfortable to really change their ways, and which is leading them and tuning them into their senses and their higher self, and allowing them to see that you have always been the one. We got relationship connecting, new love, and single, not in a relationship. And there is really like, it's like a connection here that they're really starting to embrace. And their human body right now is experiencing symptoms of ascension. If it doesn't feel right to them right now, no, like nothing really feels right. And the only thing that they can kind of repeat to themselves is that God is with them, because they're feeling like they're being guided by God, because they had to break things here with single, not in a relationship, and new love. They had to break things here. And I feel like this is an energy where your visions that you've been having about this person is kind of a new chapter that's coming in, where you and your person are going to meet again and are going to be able to find more passion and purpose when it comes to goals and determination. And you should only be on an energy where God, you should let God handle things, because it's like you've been waiting for so long that I feel like things are just going to start coming to you where you don't have to lift a finger, because this is something that was promised for you by your guides. I feel like you're going to start, I don't know. I feel like your person is starting to implement things like either fasting, because they feel like there's been a lot of distractions, and for some reason there's some sort of spiritual, they feel like they're being put against the wall here when it comes to their spirituality, and that they need clarity, that they need clarity when it comes to this, and they've been asking a lot, and they always are guided to a place and also about you. So it could definitely be a place where you guys met. Just think about where you and your person met. It could be usually where, like, not in your city, or it could be in your city, it depends. But where you and your person met, they're being shown that city, and they're also being shown you at the same time. So they could be having a lot of synchronicities of seeing the same city over and over again. And I feel like this is where and where you guys could be re-meeting as well, in this city. But it's because your person is surrendering. We got freedom surrendering. They're really, really surrendering and trusting what's being shown here. And I feel like you're coming in as an energy that's such a blessing, an energy that it's making them feel like they have a long-term relationship here, or they could have a long-term relationship, but at the same time they also feel like there is a very long distance here between you and them. And it's also a distance of like the time length that you guys have not communicated, because they're going back and seeing moments where they could have gone forward, but they really didn't do anything about it, and they just went about their ways. And they're really seeing this future with you. They're really seeing that you're wife material. They're really seeing that you guys are soulmates, because they could be seeing the number 12 a lot, ones or twos. And anytime they're looking it online, even though they're not spiritual, it's like, I'm being guided to my soulmates, like I'm being guided to my twin flame. And they keep getting these synchronicities. And most of you are in twin flame journeys. So if you are in a twin flame journey, this person is also your soulmate. It's all in one. You know, like, you're not gonna have different type of connections here. This is what you're being guided to. You're not even gonna meet your soulmate. Anything else is strictly karmic, because, you know, God is not going to create that type of confusion, because people already create that confusion for themselves. But the clear picture here is that your person is seeing that. It's seeing that there is some sort of connection here, that it's unexplainable, that they're developing all these feelings for you without even being close to you. And what's coming in is that they want to bring stability to this. They want to give you this offer where you're going to feel like this, more into that energy, because you could be going through a lot right now. Like, the energy of the collective could be going through a lot of things in life, home life, financial life, work life, project life. Like, you could be dealing with things out of the ordinary, or where you're applied and you're just having more and more pressure every day in the things that you do, where you haven't been able to take a breather here. And I feel like that is kind of a part of that is really, really triggering your person, to have different ways to think differently, and to really play a role here in having this lifetime partnership with you. Because I feel like when they look at their parents, if they have parents, if they don't, but when they look at their parents, they see how much of a long-term relationship their parents could have had. Because I feel like your person could have been born in a relationship where there was a soul contract already. Like their parents could have been soulmates or twin flames. You were born into a family where relationship were strictly karmic, so you had to break all these generational curse breaks. And part of you coming with your person is really breaking all of this. But when they look at their parents, they really see this role that they have long-term relationships, that they're loyal to one another, and that they're respectful, and they really respect their own relationship above others. And they're really seeing that you're a good person, and that this is an energy that they want close for themselves. We got signs and love coming out, and love in the bottom of the deck. I also saw romance feelings. But this is what's being shown. And it's like they're really, really in a place where they can't help but picture it all with you, because their visions is just showing what you and them could experience with one another, and that this has really been the hidden love that they've been waiting for. And they also see, when they look at their parents, their mom and their dad, they really see the love that they have for one another, and that this is a relationship that they're with God, if they have parents and if their parents are together. But they have a role model in their life where they see how to be loved, and it's like they're going to that because they feel like they haven't followed those ways, or if they follow those ways, they did it with an incorrect person, because we have karmic toxicity in the bottom of the deck. So they could have done it with someone that wasn't for them, and they feel like they wasted their time because you are being shown here. Look at the card that came out. We got proposal, commitment. We also got ex-lover, old spark coming out. So they want to lit up a fire here that has kind of, for a lot of you, this has never really been lit up physically. Or it was lit up for a little bit and then boom, it kind of like went off again. But they really want to do it long term, because they want to have you and do everything that they wouldn't normally do for other people, because it feels right. We got the shape-shifting mimicking card coming out, and marriage. And with that shape-shifting, mimicking, and top of the ex-lover, there was really an energy here that was trying to pertain, like you and like your person and them were twin flames, and they could have used terminologies like twin flames. They could have used terminologies like soulmate and call them those things. And that was kind of triggering here for you, but your person is really seeing that that was a energy that was trying to mimic a soul connection, because they're really, really letting go here and moving forward, because they're only receiving signs here that they need to protect what this connection is, because you and your person have a spiritual marriage that already happened from the beginning of your separation. When you and your person met, your souls became one, and there was a marriage that was done behind the scenes in heaven from God to you and your person. So it's like all those values of them looking at that role model is coming back at this, because you're being presented as someone who is either wife or husband material, depending on your gender. But they want to incorporate these things into this connection and be more affectionate and be more in tune in what has really gone on with you, and really try to heal certain wounds that this connection has caused the collective to have over time, where you could feel like you don't trust none of this, where you could feel like you're going crazy sometimes, or you're being misled, or all these things, but you're really, really being guided here to your person, and your person is being guided to you too. And that's what they want to heal. They want to heal these with the spiritual awakening and block obstacles. They want to heal your energy, and feel like they're gonna be there for you, or they want to be there for you, because they feel like there's something here with this blocked obstacles. Like you and your person could not have each other in certain places anymore, or there's not like a window here for them to come in. But we got divine feminine, intuition, and player, because they feel like you're seeing them as a player energy. And that's why you had as to separate yourself from your person. They feel like you're watching them and thinking like, nah, this person just did me, and you had to go by your ways and just try to ignore the fact of what everything they were doing, but you couldn't, and you could have kept watching it. Oops, sorry. You could have kept watching and watching over your person over and over again, and it really left you thinking like, no, this person could just be a player. And I feel part of this awakening that's unfolding is giving thoughts of how you have felt, and that player energy is definitely coming in the picture, where they feel like you feel like they just didn't do anything. And they're seeing this because marriage is being shown here. That divine marriage that happened in heaven is being shown here on how it unfolded, because this is something that's true. It really did happen for your souls. And that's why we got the call hearing from them here. And I put it right on top of the intuition card. And it's like every day that they wake up, they're getting an insight that they should communicate to you. Every day that they wake up, I feel like they could pick up their phone and either look for you in places that they feel like they could communicate. And they're kind of stopping themselves here because of that player energy that they were on. And they're afraid because they know better. But we got gambling, taking a chance. So it's like they're gonna get out of that energy and really want to make these changes for you, because I feel like you and your person, they could definitely be shattered by 3D or just connections here in the 3D, where it left them really hurt, and they feel like they need to heal too, and you feel like you need to heal too. So that's where you both really come here into this connection with that healing energy for one another, and really wanting to move forward. We also got deepening. A relationship will finally deepen in the next few months. You have been waiting for this. And actions speak louder than words. So action being taken, that call being them trying to figure out your phone number and how to text you. Because I feel like you guys have people in common here where they could provide that information, and they might be getting that information from someone here to express your love. It is important to let people know that you love them. You have nothing to lose. And that is kind of the same thing that I was speaking. Like they're being guided here where they feel like they need to really express this to you. They need to show you this. With past lives. And really make for past mistakes too. Because a lot of things from the past is coming to their awareness here. And it's pretty much your energy. And it kind of goes with the reading that we had yesterday, where they can be really in their thoughts, but really in their thoughts of how they could have made you feel, because it's like they know now. Look at the card that came here in the back. Twin flame. It's like they know you guys are twin flames. Because this is not hidden forever. This is shown to both parties equally, but to the other party who's shown later on is way more intense, because it's a combination with what you've been going through, with what you guys are gonna have, and how you've been knowing. And it's like God has a very, very unique way to communicating these things. With gratitude. We also got reaching your goal. And you are going to feel, even when you come into this connection with your person, where like things are kind of still the same, and it's gonna feel like it's just gonna take some time to really kick in, because I feel like whenever you meet your person, the healing is gonna be fast, but there's still gonna be healing that's going to be done here because of the separation. You know, that this separation, which has been so long, is the one that has really gotten to you when it comes to your person. But we got soulmate coming out here. I also saw another one flipped, and I think it was the engagement card. Where was it? Okay, I guess it wasn't. But yeah, we got soulmate. And I saw the engagement. And things are going to progress really quickly, because they're seeing you're all in one. A twin flame is also a soulmate, and a high level soulmate. You know, like God, if you're in a twin flame connection, your soulmate or your high level soulmate is placed in a totally different timeline from you, where you don't even get to meet this person. You only get to meet your twin flame, because your twin flame is that all in one. So you don't get to meet anything else. And it's for you, it's crazy, because I feel like your whole life, it took you to your twin flame journey, or everything is just starting to make sense how you have lived your life, or you know, your twin flame could do things that is past related to you, like things that you did from a childhood that connect you both. And there's a lot of similarities of things that you used to do, but your whole journey did take you to this twin flame journey, and it's something that you've been waiting for. It's something that God has for you on the long term. for you and your person. And I just feel like it's just a matter of time, because we got this redirect your thoughts. Focus on what you want to attract in this relationship, not on what you feel will happen. A lot of you could fill yourself with more happy thoughts about your person, because I feel like this person is about to risk it all for you. So with that being said, this is what I have. Let me know what you think in the comment section. I'll see you next time, Soul Cards.